Hey guys, Tom from the Geek Culture Podcast, and we are bringing you another review from the Marvel Legends Sandman Build-A-Figure line. We did have another review out, and that was for Marvel's Shocker. And currently today we're going to be doing Miss Marvel. She's single. Okay, guys, so let's just jump right into it. So as you guys can see, she comes with the body of Sandman, which we will break down in a later video and build him. But she does come with two, what I'm going to call accessories, one clenched fist and one open hand. Definitely disproportionate to her, but definitely the point, and pretty cool, to be honest with you. Okay guys, so here she is right out of the package. Not the most hard figure to stand up. Hopefully I don't have to bite my tongue. But there's a lot going on with her, and I'm really into it. I kind of like this this rubber skirt that she's got on. She's got a little bit of a semi-cape slash scarf hanging off the back. Gives her a little bit of movement if you guys are going to put her in some sort of action pose, which is really cool. But her face, if you guys can see, is absolutely incredible. They did a really good job with the head mold on this particular figure. The paint is really nice too, which we'll get a little bit of a better look at moving away. But let's look at these arms that they did include. I'm a little curious about them. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the closed fist, which is her left hand, and this open clenched hand is her right hand. We're going to put these on, but at first glance, these are really kind of cool. They give it like a different feel to the character, really let it be a little bit cartoony, which is fun. So let's get these guys on her, and then we'll start checking articulation, paint, and the movement for these parts. Alright guys, so here she is. She is a really cool looking figure, but there's one thing that should be completely obvious, and that is that because of these appendages, it does make her a little top heavy when putting her in action poses. You kind of have to find a middle ground with that, unless you're going to use her knees, and you guys can always go look and pick up a stand for all your Marvel Legends figures. But all in all, a very cool looking figure. I really like the uniqueness of the big appendages. Really gives it more of a cartoony feel. I would not use both at once. That is kind of a silly thing to do in my humble opinion. They did keep it right and left, so you guys can always just use one and give it like a very cartoony feel with her punching fist or her open hand. Let's talk about the articulation that she has as a figure. Alright guys, so yes, she does have a very cool sculpt for a head, but because of that hard hair in the back, you don't get a lot of up and down, and not a ton of left and right either, due to the scarf that is wrapped around her. But with that being said, she does have quite a bit of shoulder movement. You can put her arms all the way up, all the way back, and pretty much rotate all the way around on both sides. She has a very nice chest pivot. I like that the mold goes over top of her. It's not so cheesy as it is on a lot of the male figures. It's kind of fun. Oh, there we go. That is exactly why I don't like pulling my figures apart. Her leg just popped right out. Oh, that is unbelievable to me. Alright, yeah, so here we go. She has a single jointed elbow, definitely turns all the way around, and we have a nice little pivot on her wrist as well. And that's both sides. So, as you guys saw, there's a ball joint inside on her thighs. We have a twist on the thigh, a double knee joint, and a ball foot. Even with all these articulation points, she is, like I said earlier, a bit of a hard standing figure. She does have a lot of weight on top because of that awesomely sculpted head, and there's not a lot of pivot point on her little girly feet, which, by the way, also have peg holes. So definitely go out and get stands for her. She's definitely an out-of-the-box figure. Really cool to see this figure come to life in action figure form, so I'm really pumped to actually see her. Let's jump into paint, though. I don't know if you guys got a good enough look, but she does have some really incredible paint job right on the front on her dress slash skirt. The gold paint that runs all the way up in the lightning bolt, and it's also right around the outside of the skirt. She also has a pretty terribly painted lightning bolt running along her scarf. There's a little bit of bleed on the red scarf. But it's a nice little detail, as terrible as it might be. There's no bleed on the face. She's got some really good-looking eyes, really detailed. The hair is just one color mold, which is nice. And there's no bleed on her gauntlet on her left arm. So all in all, I'm really, really pleased with this figure. There's a little bit of paint bleed, chipping or whatever it is on my figure's dress, but not a big deal. Nothing to be alarmed about. All in all, a super awesome figure, and definitely recommend picking this up. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for Miss Marvel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and if you did, I would super appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be doing the rest of this Marvel Legends line, and we have a ton more coming up. Lots of content, so please subscribe, and if you enjoyed, share in your own toy community. That's the only way we can grow, and we definitely appreciate it. So, with that being said, I am Tom from the Geek Culture Podcast signing out. We will see you guys in the next review. Peace.